finesse on photo with him. Oh, yo, brodo, cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, I'm so Allen Temple. I'm so England Mountain. I'm so Misty Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream, dusty road. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on fold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick Flair flashy. Don't I look dashing? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy fat say with 3 S's. The S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17 been counting M's, my bank account's on Goofy. Say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoop. This got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bass. The South got something to say and all y'all down. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting and feasting. Mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though, so go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though, so go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco, now get down on that.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Jet. Blowing up. We in it, we gonna. Blowing up. Did it like my persona. Blowing up. Living up was honest. We was the dirt, them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. Tight gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Saints going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. First carry for Wendell Smallwood. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Ohio, here we go. Red 38. Ohio, let's go.
Looking to throw. Hunt. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Come on, let's go.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Off the play fake. Hunt. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Hunt. And he's got Sanu. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So 2nd and 10 here. They give to Smallwood. Running right, and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Eagles have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start the drive with Smallwood. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They run again on first down with Smallwood. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go! Ohio!
Off play action. Hunt. And this one's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Hunt. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
And got his man complete. He's at the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 63 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 23. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
To throw again. Hunt. Caught by Nelson left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Nelson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5. Back to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Yeah, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Carlos Dunlap coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
First and 10. Hunt. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. From the gun, Hunt. Caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
They'll run with Smallwood. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run for it with Smallwood. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Smallwood on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Wendell Smallwood with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And shedding through the tackle. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. He's got a man. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high-percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in
nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and they ended up coughing it up.
They go play action here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hey. We got three. Three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky Leopard. Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Watch out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Hunt. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Burton. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down. Hunt. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go. White, change. White, none.
Throwing again. Hunt. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Toss play. This is Smallwood. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. Hunt. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now the return, Rashad Green. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Marcus Dunlap in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Going right back to Smallwood. There he goes inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "Nah, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going hey, 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 hey. Keep running, keep running, keep feel the flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh, yeah, gotta